What are you doing, dude? You're not meant to be in here. Look, bro, you can go out right there. Oh my goodness. Squirrel, go. This dumb squirrel is not figuring it out. No! This is freaking nuts. No, don't kill the squirrel. It's okay. Well, good morning. That was very interesting. That is not what I came out here for. All right, let me put the egg box back first. All right, hold on. Oh, that was interesting. That is not what I was expecting when I came out to feed the chickens this morning. Oh, that's lovely. There's dog poop right next to the chicken coop. Today is a wonderful day. Today is the day that we get to move the baby chicks from the incubator to their brooder. Sad news is out of the 17 eggs that we know were fertile, one did not make it. So I'm not sure why. He did externally pip. I think I'm gonna go ahead and open it up just to verify that he's passed, but I'm pretty sure we lost one. So let's go move some baby chicks. This water that I'm mixing together is baby chick electrolyte mix. We normally put a probiotic mix in here for them as well, but I just realized we don't have any, so we're gonna have to pick some of that up. Why are these type of things so difficult? Goodness. Come on. All right, my son is gonna help me do this. I'm a little nervous because I feel like as soon as I open this, they're just gonna start jumping out.
They probably will.
Stop, I got this. You're just be prepared to grab a chick. Ah!
Careful.
Ah!
My goodness.
Ah!
My goodness, so many little baby birds.
No!
Hey, be careful. Throw in there. Can I grab one?
Like always. Hi, babies. I just put a thermometer in here. It's steadily climbing. The temperature for the baby chick brooder for their first week of life needs to be about 95 degrees. So I'm going to give it 10-15 minutes and come back out here and check it. And if I need to adjust the light and move it lower, I'm going to do that. It's been enough time now, and I just checked the temperature, and it's currently right at 96 degrees. So they're doing good. All right, so we just got all the baby chicks into their brooder. I've checked the temperature. Their temperature is at the right degrees that it needs to be. They have food, they have water. So now I'm going to talk about it. So we have chicks that are currently 6 weeks old. That was our last hatch that we did. There were a lot of mistakes made in that hatch. Number one mistake, the incubator was an older incubator that we have had for a long time. I should have ran it a few days prior to make sure that it was stabilizing at the right temperature and humidity. It was not. The temperature was just a little bit lower, and the humidity was just difficult to deal with. So after that last hatch, I threw that incubator in the trash, and the one that we just used for this hatch was a brand new incubator. Second mistake was not candling the eggs prior to putting them into the incubator. That was not even something I knew that people do. You want to candle them prior to putting them into the incubator to rule out any eggs that would not be a good candidate, such as an egg that may have a hairline crack that you wouldn't see just looking at it. But once you candle the egg, you can see that there is a crack in the shell, and that egg probably should not be put into the incubator. And the last mistake that we made was, so we got the eggs into the incubator. Had a broody hen, so we decided let's go ahead and let her sit on eggs at the same time period that we have these chicks in the incubator. Well, once the chicks under her started hatching, she was sitting on eggs and she had some that were hatching. When the eggs in our incubator were done, we moved those chicks to the broody hen because our first goal was just to let her raise the chicks. Well, she was still sitting on eggs. So as soon as she got, I think it was like 6 chicks at this point, as soon as she had 6 chicks to care for, she switched from sitting on the eggs to taking care of the live chicks. When we put those chicks out there and she had stood up, there were multiple eggs that had already, like, they were in the process of hatching. So we quickly scooped those eggs up and got them into the incubator. The biggest problem with this is because we opened the incubator at this point 2 times, and then those eggs were exposed to the cool air for a while. It causes what is called shrink wrapping. Shrink wrapping is where the membrane of the inside of the shell, the humidity around in the air outside, drops so drastically that it literally causes the membrane to shrink wrap around that baby chicken. So it's very sad. I was able to successfully assist 2 shrink wrap baby chicks, and they were alive and they made it, but there was a couple more that just unfortunately did not make it. So that's super disheartening, but you have to make mistakes and learn from those mistakes. So we definitely took everything that we learned into this next go around. We got a brand new incubator. We got the Maddox Coop incubator off of Amazon. I love that incubator for the simple fact that it was clear and it was see-through, so I can see everything that was going on. The last incubator was wrapped completely in styrofoam, and the viewing window was just very small, so it was really difficult to see what was going on. This incubator, we were able to see exactly when the first egg externally pipped, where the chick starts to break through the shell. So we knew exactly when our time frame started of when hatching began. Another thing is the incubator has a digital reading that shows the days left to hatch, tells you when it's time for lockdown and to take the egg turners out, the humidity, and the temperature, if I didn't already say that. So I just really love the ease of and the peace of mind of knowing that the incubator is doing what it was supposed to do. So overall, now we have 29 baby chicks to add to our flock. The reality of that is a good amount of those, I'm just going to say 50, let's just say 50% are roosters. We're going to need to figure out what to do with those roosters. It is a little difficult to rehome roosters just because not everybody wants them, not everybody needs them. So I don't think that's going to be the best route to go with having this many, but we'll see once these guys mature who's a rooster, who's a hen. But I think this is going to be the shove that we needed to get into harvesting our chickens. The main reason why we have our chickens is we simply just enjoy having them. I love having chickens. I grew up with chickens. I also love having fresh eggs and just going out in my backyard and collecting eggs. It just makes me feel like such a pioneer homesteading woman. But we have not got to the part of harvesting our own chickens, and I know a lot of people do that. The thought of Harvesting a chicken though is a little bit daunting, especially the part of, but it's a part of life. It's happening to all the chicken. We eat chicken as a family all the time. We had chicken for dinner last night. So I don't know how that chicken was raised or the process that chicken went through, you know, all that. So I am going to get into that. If you have any tips, tricks, mistakes you've learned from any of that, please put it in the comments. Tell me what you learned. Tell me what you would do. Tell me what you wouldn't do as someone who is completely beginner stages, hasn't even started doing it. Another thing is I don't know how to keep the chickens or keep the roosters. So I don't know if we need to build them some kind of a bachelor pad. Obviously we have a little bit of time to get something put together because they're still so young, but we really need to figure that out. So if you are someone who hatches chicks, raises chicks, and harvests your roosters, let me know what you do to provide shelter and care for your roosters as they're growing up. All right, that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us along on our beginner homesteader journey. Have a great day. Make sure to like this video and subscribe.